Today I'd like to share with you our Microsoft Excel converter skill. The goal of this skill is to take the metadata that's provided from ABBYY Vantage and convert it to Excel. And in today's demo, actually what happens is when we convert it to Excel, we also email it to ourselves so that we have access to that extracted Excel data that we've set up in our process skill here. So this is a very typical process skill. We have an input channel, we have an extract step because it's only a singular document here that we're extracting from. We're going to export to Excel, which is the purpose of this video, and then of course we'll typically have an output stage. Just for reference, the Excel export can be part of the output stage if we want to. So depending on the business process or the client's need, we may have the ability to just consider the Excel step as the output step instead of having it kind of separated as a custom activity here. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and drop an invoice into a import folder. We're going to watch ABBYY Vantage monitor this folder and pick it up. Now that ABBYY Vantage has picked up that document, it is now going to start flowing through. So ABBYY Vantage is going to extract the data from that invoice. It's going to export it to Excel. And then that's, of course, the final stage of it. Now, what ends up happening is we will get an email that is sent to us here as part of our Excel export. So we can see here that I now have a PDF with all of the extracted data from my document. Now, within the invoice documents, we have a number of different groups of fields. Sometimes we even have repeating information like line items. So anytime we have a group or we have line items or a repeating group of information, you will see here that we create a separate tab. So for example, we have an Invoice tab, which is our typical invoice header information. You can see that here. This would be your typical invoice details. Then we have some vendor information. Then of course, taxes. We may have a purchase order. And then when we get line items, of course, we'll expect multiple line items on an invoice. And you can see here, they're extracted to their own tab. And then of course, we have business unit, which is just a separate group. So you can see here, this is everything specific about the invoice. Whether it's the header information, vendor, line items, etc. All of that is provided in one very simple and clean Excel export. So that's all I wanted to share with you today is our Excel export option here within ABBYY Vantage. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, would you do me a favor and click the like button, the subscribe button, and even click that notification bell so that you can be notified when we post new videos. Thank you.